Hello, welcome to this more advanced yoga class. So, this would be perfect if you have a little bit of yoga background, because I'm not going to explain the poses all that much as we go through them. However, it is still a standing class. So, we're not going to avoid going onto all fours and specifically using our wrists. So, if you have a wrist injury, this would be an awesome class to take as well. So, welcome to the practice. If you like, you can go ahead and start the Spotify playlist if you're coming along with me and the music. So, we're going to begin by warming up our joints, and we're going to do this from a standing position. So, shifting your body weight over to one leg, you can begin to move the hip, move the leg, warm up the hip, balancing, and then warming up the shoulders. Breathing. You could find a gaze or some place to focus your attention. We always want to have our joints nice and warm before we do any poses that require a bit of flexibility. Okay, bringing it back to center. Let's do the other side. So shifting your body weight, keeping your hip right above your knee. Begin to move the leg. Maybe focus your gaze. Play with going on and off balance. Breathe. And then bringing it back to center. Let's move and twist our spine from side to side. You can let your arms get nice and floppy and soft. You can turn your head and look behind you. And then bring it back to center when you're ready. We're going to take a little wider stance, and we're going to come into what I'm going to call a warming up of the spine, which includes flexion and extension, which is a spinal roll. So you can take your gaze and look up, and then bend at the knees and sink down, knees tracking over ankles, and then the head comes down, and then the head is the last thing to come up. So it's a sinking down. Keep your tail tucked. This is a good move to do instead of cat-cow. Breathing in and out through the nose if possible. One more time, spinal roll, look up, sink, look down, tuck your chin, and roll back up. We're going to walk our feet in. We're going to bring our arms up. See if you can get them next to your ears. Relax the shoulders down. You could grab the wrist of one arm and then take it over to the side and really stretch out your side body. Keeping your hips rooted to the front and your feet down. Breathe into your side body. Let's bring it back to center and take it to the other side. Bring yourself upright. Release your hands down. And we're going to step to the front of the mat. Gazing forward. We're going to shift our body to the right foot, and we're going to step the left foot straight back into a high lunge. So I'm up on the ball of my feet, my foot, and I have my back leg straight and my front leg is bent. Okay. So I want to see if I can reach my hands back behind me, maybe interlace your fingers, or just bring your hands to your back body and draw your upper arms together. You could interlace your hands and then squeeze your shoulder blades together and look up. Breathe. Find a gaze. This is a tricky balance. Open your heart. Make sure there is no pain in the neck. Let's release the head, bring it back to center, release the arms, and step the leg forward. Shifting the body weight to the left foot. The right foot gets to step back. Feel the opening in that right hip. Maybe your hands come to your back body. Maybe they interlace behind your back body. Squeeze your shoulders and then look up. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Let's release the hands. We're going to step it forward. Take a deep breath in, raise your hands up. And exhale back down and into chair pose. So sinking the hips back, you could keep your hands in front of your heart, or you could take them straight out in front of you, or you could come up a little bit and lift them up to the sky. The third version being the more difficult. Make sure that your knees stay behind the tips of your toes and your neck stays relaxed. Breathe. Chair pose. This is the pose of the day. It's Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe. Fire in the belly. Let's bring it up. Notice that moment you get to release the pose. Catching your breath, slowing the heart rate back down. We're going to shift our body weight to the right foot so that the left leg can step back and into Warrior Two. Warrior Two, we turn the foot out. We make sure that our knee is tracking over the pinky toe side of our foot. We make sure that our shoulders are in line with our hips. We're not tilted forward or back. And we're going to take our arms out. Now from here, we're going to play a little tug of war. So the tug of war is I'm going to put the palm up on my front hand and then take it back, and I'm going to look in the direction. I'm keeping the base stable while moving the upper half of the body. Okay, we're going to come back to Warrior Two. We're going to place the forearm onto our thigh and reach the other arm up. Option to take that front or the bottom arm to the floor. Side angle. Let's bring it back up to center. Exalted Warrior, palm up, front hand. Slide the back arm down the back leg. Reach up. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, bring it back to center. Now, coming out, we pick up that back heel. We step it forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale back down. Shifting to the left, the right leg gets to step back. It's the tug of war. palm up, reach to the front. Rotating those forearms. Bringing it back to center. Forearm comes down to the thigh, could come down to the floor, or holding it here, reach the right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, bring it back up. Palm up, reach up and back. Breathe. Take a deep breath in, bring it back to center. We're going to pick up our back heel, turn, and step forward. Take a deep breath up. And exhale back through center. Shifting your body weight over to the right. We're going to lift the left leg up. You could draw the knee into your chest, standing up as straight as you can. Finding a gaze point, a drishti point. Breathe. Let's bring that leg back down. We're going to shift to the other side. Leg up. Reach the crown of the head up to the sky, creating space between the vertebrae. Now just visualize stepping back in this position from a balance pose. We're going to put this leg down, but we're going to shift to the other side. And you could choose to shift from the balance pose back into a high lunge, or you could just step back into your high lunge. So bringing it up, if you're following with me, I'm thinking about stepping it back, floating that leg back. High lunge. And then I'm going to take the arms. They're going to come up. And then as I forward fold, they're going to come down. And then around and up. Down and around. Breathe. You can come as far forward as you like. Maybe your belly rests on your thigh. Now, bringing it back to center. We're going to step that back foot in just a little bit, setting up for pyramid. So the front foot, the heel lines up with my back heel. So my foot is actually over to the side a little bit, creating a little bit more space for my hips to turn to the front. And then I'm going to just come over, maybe just parallel to the ground. If you have flexibility in your front hamstrings, you could bring it down. You could use blocks. You could use a chair. You could bring it down. Breathing. This is a pretty intense stretch for most of us. To come out, we're going to bend the front leg and then come up with a straight back and step the back leg forward. Shifting to the other side, if you want to come into that high lunge from standing, one leg stand, stepping back, balance, bring the arms up. We're going to bring them forward and around. Little shoulder mobility, little core strength building. Could come over a little bit more if you like. Bring your belly to your thigh. One more. Okay, then stepping that back foot in, lining up front heel with back heel, coming over straight spine, maybe just parallel to the ground. Maybe you could come down a little bit further. Really focus on the sensations in this pyramid pose. We're going to bend that front leg to come up with a straight back, and then stepping it forward, mountain pose. You could close your eyes if you like and balance 2 feet. Sense the heat we've developed in the body. Okay, from here, coming down to final relaxation, setting it up. Let's bring our knees in first to the chest and just slowly rock side to side. Give our low back a little massage. You could turn your head side to side. And then bringing the feet down, you could extend them out. You could always keep your knees bent, feet wide. Bringing your hands out away from your body. Taking a body scan and noticing the different parts of your body. You could scan through the feet, the ankles, knees and hips. Bring your awareness into the rise and the fall of the chest. Bringing your awareness into your hands, your wrists, elbows. And coming into your spine, head, neck. Bringing your awareness into your third eye, center of the forehead. continuing the exploration. Around the body, what is it that you sense? Staying here for as long as you have, or as long as you desire. Coming with me, you could roll over onto your side body. Coming up into seated. Sitting up nice and tall, you could close your eyes and just take a moment to appreciate the practice, mindfulness, movement, the magic of it, the music. Bring your hands together. You can give yourself a little bow or a big bow, bringing your body forward, thanking yourself for coming to the practice, thanking each other for being here on the journey. Namaste.